How do you like gorging on dark chocolates out of your fridge in the middle of the night without bothering even to close the door? And if you're a good boy, don't you enjoy the warmth of your school bus seat while you breathe hope in the morning mist? Do you not enjoy the feel of cold, thin air under your grey air conditioner, escaping the hot sun, recharging yourself after a long day at school? And won't you enjoy riding one real tough 500cc bike on a slow-moving highway? How about the feeling of moving at 300 kilometers per hour right through a dense, lush green forest, listening to the beat music of the train wheels clanking over the rails? Does it not feel great looking down upon cities shrouded in smog and thick clouds while you are flying at 1,000 kilometers an hour through air? Unaware, excited, slouched inside this metal box, gliding over mountains. Can you imagine the magnificence and thrill of standing inside a thermal power plant? The ground shudders like it's provoking the earth for a duel. And huge furnaces, colossal, gigantic structures, taller than buildings 27 stories high, vomiting dead smoke out of the petite sky like a giant monster, serving millions of homes with sweet electricity. Engineers burning every day with every detail of every process, brainstorming over what works and what just about sounds good. Screwing odd nuts on sender bolts and calculating, always calculating with precision, with absolute diligence. Designing the grandest of machinery, putting nature to work, and that too within ridiculously limited budgets. Look at us, so lost in the glory of physics, so absorbed in our theories and soaked in our ideal assumptions. It seems we have forgotten these heroes who have literally built the world around us. These cars and trains and little brains on planes, the high and lonely structures scraping the skies as gigantic plants of electricity shrink passing our sides. Piercing right through the chilling night, there goes a sullen yellow headlight of trucks with loads rolling stick over the pitch-dark roads as slick rockets are launched to outrace on the face of space, while the giants built out of the very earth roar and creak, digging it back into. Oh Lord, I cannot reckon what all places these men must have been to. Engineers, thinking, projecting, brainstorming. Engineers, sweating in the sun and in the cold shaking. Engineers, struggling, brooding, creating. Engineers, tough under their scoured plastic helmets, pulling up their ragged tight hip belts. Drafters, plans, plasters and pencils. Engineers, showering the gifts of genius while we bake in awe, while we shake in awe. On from out there, out of the plain raw, what little humans can draw. And to them we owe so large, and to them we owe the world. They have made it so easy. Isn't that clear? And this was an ode to the engineer.
I have always had a notion that physicists are supposed to study nature and fish out the pearls of knowledge, that scientists alone labor into the laying foundations of science. And because science is the foundation of technology, scientists provide raw information to engineers to build new things. And physicists themselves surely do believe that engineers are but their less bright cousins, But thermodynamics has a different story to tell us. The development of the branch we call thermodynamics is more credited to engineers than scientists. See, the job of an engineer is to get the job done, whether the science is there or not for it. As they say, necessity is the mother of invention. In the 19th century, when engineers were trying to get the best out of engines, that is the maximum work out of the minimum of whatever they were paying for, coal, diesel, whatever. Engineers like Carnot, Clausius and few others came upon some limitations in nature and some ways to optimize within these. Now these empirical findings are what physicists refined and understood slowly using progressively different ontologies as the laws of thermodynamics we call it now. So let us begin our journey with this ode to engineers. Necessity is of course the mother of invention, but here we learn that necessity is the grandmother of information.